Alrighty, folks, we are back here with some more Avatar deck building in my what chat calls my YouTube voice. And this is Avatar Early Access, and a card that I had very, very high on my list of cards that I wanted to build with was, if it wants to load here, Badgermole Cub. 2/2 for 2. When it enters, you Earthbend 1, which makes your land into a creature, you put a counter on it. And whenever you tap a creature for mana, add an additional green. So pairs very, very well with mana dorks in the form of Gene Pollinator and Llanowar Elves, but also it is kind of self-fulfilling because it basically gives you a Llanowar Elf. So that gives you access to a boatload of mana. Now, there's probably a couple of different ways to build decks with this card. You could certainly go much, much higher on the curve and play X spells like Genesis Wave, the Hydra, Nature's Rhythm, but I'm kind of exploring a more lower to the ground approach where we can use our extra mana in these kind of low casting cost cards that are just good on their own, but also if you have a bunch of extra mana, you can just kind of use these to generate that put that extra mana into. Same thing with kind of like with Soulstone. And then another card that I think I might have missed on my initial review of the spoiler was Diligent Zookeeper, which says each non-human creature you control gets +1/+1 for each of its creature types to a maximum of 10. And it turns out that a lot of the mono green aggro cards just kind of have a bunch of types. This one has everything in this deck except for Baloth has at least 2 types. Sentinel even has 3. So just basically as close to 4/4 for 4 that pumps all of your other creatures +2/+2, which I think is pretty good. And it also works extremely well with Ouroboros because it pumps the Ouroboros +2/+2, and then the Ouroboros, even with the first turn that you put it into play, it doesn't have any counters. It has 3 power though, so it still gets pumped, benefited from the Zookeeper, and then pumps your whole team +3. So kind of a much more aggressive approach to mono green, but I think this is a pretty good way to build the Badgermole. Again, bunch of different ways to do it, but this is the one that we're exploring first, so let's see how we do. Ooh, the Zookeeper. He's coming. We are keeping the zoo. You're a saint for putting up with all of chat's nonsense while trying to do an intro. I just turn off the chat when I'm doing an intro, but I don't tell anybody about it, Although I did just tell you now, so. Zookeeper's good against Nowhere to Run. Oh yeah, thank you. I have been forgetting to do that. Switch scenes. All right, blue-black 10 million kill spells, huh? This is like blue-black bounce. I mean, this is good against the pile of kill spells, right? You know what's also insane about Zookeeper with Paw Patch is both tokens have 2 types. So this is 3 mana for 2 bodies, and then the Zookeeper gives you +2/+2 on each of them, which is pretty sick. I think the Zookeeper, people are sleeping on this card. I think it's a lot better than people are giving it credit for. I think we have to go Roid first. Because even if I Zookeeper, I still can't attack. So we gotta go Roid first. I wonder what new cards they have. Momentum Breaker. Momentum has been broken. Holding back the Riddler, huh? Alright, alright. It's a 6/5. I repeat, 1 mana for a 6/5. I mean, I'm still kind of in this game. I think. They killed the Zookeeper, I'm not in this game, but... Any Otter Brews? I didn't build an Otter deck yesterday. Did Otters get any new support? What creature type is Earthbend? Unfortunately, Earthbend does not have a creature type. It just says target land you control becomes a 0/0 land creature. It doesn't have types. I wish it did. But it doesn't work the way you want it to. I could also use a Wish right now. Or a Boroid to be pretty good. I'll take an Ouroboros off the top. The Sentinel. Okay, that is a 3-mana 6/7. 3-mana 6/7. So... He said it? Oh my god. I don't know. Okay, I'm just not going to say it again. How about that? I mean, I'm not... Man. No matter what I do, they're going to kill the Zookeeper next turn. I guess we just trade Paw Patch for Riddler, huh? Just force this trade. Did they forget it had trample? What? Nice block. Okay. It's maybe not the block they wanted to make. Perhaps not the block they wanted to make. At Grok, how do you ban the streamer because he said 6/7? Good news is they're not going to have that power and toughness after this turn, you know? That's the good news. What's the power and toughness on a Sentinel when you play Zookeeper? The power is 3+3, and the toughness is 4+3. That's my answer to that question. You can't expect us to do math. Trust me, I would never ask chat to do math. I wouldn't even think about that. That wasn't even on my radar. True, toughness is 7, power is 6. That's the better answer. Counter on Jean, I guess? Guess we go counter on Jean. Yeah, what's its power and toughness now, huh? Fear of isolation. So... not dead? No, aren't they just dead to the land? Right? 3 blockers, 5 attackers. Math checks out. Math checks out. Did not think I was going to win this game, but... land for the win is kind of nice. Why is Baby Metal so good? This hand is fucking awesome, by the way. This hand goes hard. A lot of ally decks, which makes sense. You know, allies is one of the... Oh my goodness. So... what's the best way to do this? I mean, the only thing I can do is Cub Paw Patch, right? No matter how I do it. Yeah. I'll play at the Paw Patch. Recruit into Cub Oro. Recruit into Cub Oro. Would I have had enough mana to do that? I don't think so, right? Pretty sure I would not have had enough mana to do that. So if I recruit on turn 2... oh, okay. If I recruit on turn 2, so I go land, elf, land Paw Patch. Next turn I go land 3, tap 2. Oh, right. Tap 2 lands. Cub the untap land, and then untap land elf is 4 mana. Yeah, I guess that was better, right? You gotta buy some Badgermole Cubs now. Look, this stream, as you know, this is not financial advice. But I would probably not purchase them right now because aren't they like really expensive? Isn't it? I'm pretty sure it's the most expensive card in the set right now. So if you're gonna buy them, now is probably not the time to buy them, right? But do you know where you can buy them from? CoolStuffInc.com. Shout out to Cool Stuff. Promo code Doom at checkout, 5% off your order. Avatar pre-orders, let's go. Hashtag ad. Can I get a hashtag ad in the chat? If you want to purchase your own copies of Badgermole Cub, you can go to CoolStuffInc.com. Speaking of ad, any primers? Get any primers in the chat? I'm not giving up 3 damage, by the way. I'm not doing that. Self, Pole, Voyager. I'm keeping that on top. I mean, think about it this way, right? It's 4 mana for 3, 4, 5. It's 4 mana for 10 power. Would you pay 4 mana for 10 power and 10 toughness? I think I would. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Dude, this card is so good. The Zookeeper is fucking crazy, man. I'm telling you. The Zookeeper is where it's at. Zookeeper is where it's at. Earth King's Lieutenant? You think that thing is going to be big enough to block my 6/7? This is a Diadrine situation. Don't lie to people like that. You're just blatantly lying. Hey! Hey! Reported? They're at 8. Opponent is at the Ocho. The Ocho. Keep that on top. Complains about removal, has a removal spell on top. You know. Chompin'. Chompin'. Alright, you want to cast another Sheltered by Ghosts? This time it's going to cost you. We're being so baited. What do you mean? How am I baiting you? What exactly have I said in the past 5 minutes that has been a bait at all? Nothing has been a bait, right? Come on, I wouldn't just bait you like that. I wouldn't just bait you like that. Six or 7 minutes. Why is this called Zookeeper? Because we have 4 copies of a card called Diligent Zookeeper. This hand is nice. It's in the name. The Keeper of the Zoo. Are you saying you don't have Badgermoles at your zoo? Is that what you're telling me? Are you telling me that you don't have Badgermoles at your zoo? How many 4-drops would you have if you cut 2 or 1 4-drops? Not enough would be the answer. Not enough. No. You can't be doing that. Can't be doing that. Am I allowed to say seis siete? All right, don't cast another kill spell this turn. You're not allowed to cast any more kill spells. You've met your quota so far. You've met your quota of eligible kill spells to be cast. It's 2 per game. All right, well, it wasn't a kill spell. It, in fact, was not a kill spell. Blood Pits Drown Air. Sure you want to do that? Huh. If I do Pop Patch twice, they just trade for the land. If I go Elf Token, they trade for land. If I go Paw Patch Token, they trade for Paw Patch. If I put counters on either of these two, and don't put 2 on the same one, they're just going to trade for it. And I really don't want them to trade for the Paw Patch. I think I'm just going to go counters on both Paw Patch. I'm just going to go both on Paw Patch. They trade for land, take 5, we get land back. It's not that big of a deal. Oh. Okay, I didn't expect them to do that. Kind of assumed they would trade there, right? Oh, well, that makes sense. I mean, is this even that good? So, 1 here, 1 here. If we could just talent the Flood Pits. This is bite, not fight, right? Yeah, it's bite, not fight. Hunter's Talent. I'll pay the 2. I'll go ahead and pay the 2. Easy. Sand's a little sus. It's a little suspicious. On the play, I'm going to ship it. I don't even know if this is better. I kind of want to... I'll just do this. This will work out. Elf. Did I let chat draft? I would never, ever let chat draft. Kidding me? I would never let that happen. Chat doesn't have my best interest when it comes to drafting. Combustin land. Well, I guess that works too, doesn't it? That does work too. So, 4 mana for 10 power. 4 mana for 10 power secured. Shared Roots. Are they trying to sweep me? Oh my goodness. Oh my Lanta. Oh my Lanta. Is this lethal? It's gotta be close, right? It's only 14, you know, not quite lethal, but it's close. Earthbender Ascension. Chat would draft Ocelot right over Black Lotus. That's what I'm saying. Oh, dude, we were so close. So close. Is there a way that I could have given them 2 more damage? No, I guess not, right? Damn it. The Zookeeper is crazy, man. I'm telling you. The Zookeeper's a lot better than people gave it credit for. I haven't heard a lot of people talking about that card. I mean, every single time we've cast it, it's been 4 mana for at least 8 power. Yeah, this hand is probably not it. If I had an elf, I'd keep, but... What do you call a beehive with no entrance? Unbelievable. All right, take 30 for that one. Come on. Killing me. That was that was not it. That was definitely not it. I'm gonna hold the pop patch. Banned by dad joke. Banned because true. I think it's better to maybe go Simic and use the Siren. Is the Siren 2 types? I don't remember. I think it's 2 types. Probably supposed to go Cub here. Just so I can Zookeeper next turn. Spyglass Siren is what you're looking for. Yo, wait. Jackal copy Zookeeper? Okay, maybe Simic would be a little bit better. Copy Zookeeper is kind of crazy. Even copy Cub is also insane. Yeah, Simic might be a better way to do this. Siren is 2 types, yeah. Siren Pirate. Diligent Zookeeper. Zookeeper a little awkward with the Earthbend lands, but I mean it's fine. Are they gonna triple? Kind of fine if they want to triple here. Copying Cub more plausible? Right, yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, once you've gotten to the point of the game where you're copying 4 drops with Jackal, you probably already won the game, right? Like, in the current iterations, whenever you copy Ouroboros, yes, it's good, and, like, it's cool, it's flashy and all that stuff, but you don't need to. If you've gotten to that point, you're probably already winning the game. Katara. Katara is pretty sick with the Voyager. I'll give you that. At 5 mana, I probably should kill the Voyager this turn. So let's do that. Let's go here first. And then go Paw Patch. I don't even want to trade the Zookeeper. Maybe the trade is fine. If I attack with Zookeeper, do they double block there? They probably do, right? Oh no. So much for killing the Voyager. And Voyager Katara is pretty sick. Just double up on everything. Probably gonna need an Ouroboros here stat. When I play Sentinel. Well, this is more power, because it's, right? Because I'm paying 3 mana for 7 power, as opposed to... I guess if I hit a map, then it's still 3 mana for 7 power. It's kind of the same. I'm just gonna put a bunch of shit into play. Just go, like, Baloth Sentinel. I have to play the Sentinel pre-combat in case they trade for the Cub in combat. Zookeeper is not getting in there. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. This is not good. This is really not good. I guess we get 4 Paw Patch counters, huh? It's a lot of Paw Patches. Okay, what's happening here? So they're killing Zookeeper and Baloth. They have a 3/3, a 2/3. Zookeeper, Baloth down. I'll have a 1/1, a 2/1, and a 2/2. So I have to go 1, 1, 2. I think that's the only logical play. So I don't get completely annihilated. Yeah. What other decks have I tried today? First deck we played was 5-color allies, which I think we went 4-3 with. And then we tried the Bant Appa combo, which we went 2-3 with. And then this is the third deck we played today. I mean, I liked both of the first decks. This deck has felt really good so far. What happens if they airbend your land creature? I believe it when this creature dies or is exiled. So if they kill the land, it would just come back into play. Yeah, the Appa deck looks really good, but I think it has a little bit of flaws. Like the mid-range plan that we were playing with the Overlords and the Quantum Riddlers, that part of the deck didn't feel very good. But the combo was good, and just the interaction between Aven, Interrupter, Aang, and Appa, like those 3 cards, work so well together. So I think there's something there for sure. Zookeeper. So let's go counter on Baloth. Or at least try to go counter on Baloth. I guess keeping that's fine, but it is a 3-mana 6/7. Wait, he said it again. Why did he say it again? He said it again. They said it couldn't be done. Why does he keep doing this to himself? Can you combine the Appa deck with the Convoke combo? Remind me again, what's the Convoke combo? Indestructible. They're taking a lot of damage still. Am I running Sirach in the deck? You can look at the deck list. The answer is no, but you can look at the deck list. It is right there. You know what? Something I hadn't thought about that I heard mentioned, I think, in Croaky's stream was Badgermole, Cub, and Cage. Because Cub gives you 2 bodies for Cage, and you kind of already want to play Elf and Cage anyways. And I think that could be kind of sick. Did they hit another Aang off of the... They went Aang into Aang. Jesus. Bro, stop. What is happening? Wait, so... Hold on. Okay, so this thing's gonna flip 17 times. Good God. They are popping off already. Opponent's gonna deck themselves. They're legitimately gonna deck themselves. How close are they to flipping Aang? They gotta be close, right? Okay. Yeah. I think we're dead. I think we have been outmatched in the place of ideas. Doesn't Aang transform back 4 times? I actually don't know how this works. Is it... Okay, no. It doesn't transform back. Huh. Well, I mean, I'll cast this. That would have been kind of funny if the Aang just kept flipping over and over again. Can I get an Ouroboros, please? Not Badgermole. Man, do I have to keep that? I don't even think it's good enough. but I think I might have to keep it. I mean, none of their creatures are super threatening. I guess this one is, but all right, I'll keep it on top. I'll keep it on top. I can't trade the Zookeeper off here. There's no way I can do that. Attempting to unsuccessfully rope Cage into a deck that's fine without it. I think it's more so me successfully... I think it's more so me successfully roping Badgermole Cub into a bad deck. That's kind of the way that I look at it. Do I think that Appa, Airbender, Ascension, Dock, Orlock could work? That was the first deck we played today, so if you want to check that out, check the VOD. Suki. I mean, they have two different Aangs in play, and they have a third different Aang in their graveyard. Look, it's not as bad as Spider-Man, okay? Check the VOD, but he's got him locked to sub only. It's called paying bills, homie. It's called paying the bills. I don't know what that does. I haven't read this card yet. Target creature gains flying until end of turn. So 6 mana, gains flying or airbend a permanent. Okay. Bro's cooking. Bro's cooking. Is this lethal? Surely it's not lethal, right? Probably got one more turn. He actually didn't have one more turn in him. I mean, they popped off, you know. I gotta say, they definitely popped off there. Hello, good game. They better give me a hello and good game. I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna say hello before they say hello. How about that? Sentinel. God, I forgot to say good game before they said good game, though. Shared roots. I think they're shtick. No. So every single time you queue into them, no matter what, at the beginning of the game, they always lead on hello and good game. Like both in the early, you know. Like right before the game starts. And I respect that, you know. I do heavily respect that. I did not check that, Siege Rhino. Should I check that? Spelunking. Anything standing out so far? This has been our best deck by far so far. The Zookeeper is crazy, man. I'm telling you, the Zookeeper is nuts. It's an Aang deck spotted. That is an Aang deck spotted. Badgermole Cub. Badgermole. I should not have animated this thing though. Lethal on board, is it? I count 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh. Oh, they're at 14. Okay. Well, I didn't know they were at 14. I mean, they're going to kill the Zookeeper, right? Killing the land. So they go to 1? Right? I have 13. Was there a better way that I could have done this? Probably not, right? Not play Badger. Well, didn't the Badger give me an extra 1/1 attacker? I could have not played the second Badger, yeah. But I needed to play the first Badger to get the 14. Okay. I don't think that's going to be good enough. Something tells me that is not good enough. Could have mold on the previous turn. The turn that I played Zookeeper. Did I have enough? Oh, right, because I go mole, animate, land, tap, help. Yeah, okay. So I could have mold that turn. That was a BMLO. Look, they hello good gave me at first. Okay, I'm just part of the culture at this point. All right, I mean that deck was pretty impressive. I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, the only unfortunate part about this deck is that Sentinel into Zookeeper gives you a very awkward power and toughness, because then you have to read it out loud to chat. But other than that, everything else is pretty good. Jokes aside, Zookeeper felt really good. Like I said, frequently when we cast this card, it was 4 mana for at least 6 power, most of the time 8 power, and sometimes 10. And it's just a lot of numbers, a lot of stats for 4 mana. There is certainly some competing like awkwardness of the fact that now you have 8 4-drops, and that is a lot of 4-drops. But because you have Badgermole Cub and 7 mana dorks, I think you can support additional 4-drops. And maybe the answer is you don't play the full 4 Zookeepers, but I think it's good enough to play at least a couple of copies of. So yeah, deck was pretty clean. Liked it a lot. Cub was good. The land came up a couple of times. So not really a ton to say about this one, but expect to see this in the near future. So if you're watching us on YouTube, like, subscribe, comment. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time.